Hey everybody, it's Lebo with Lebo's Pinball. We are back here once again on Prospector. And today is a video, it's not really one that I really like to make because I'm having to kind of throw in the towel on this game. I'll tell you where I'm at and what we found and just kind of the state of the game as it sits right now and why I'm at this point. So I've gone through every switch. Um, Everything except for the scoring reels because they're working right. Although I think there was one I did have to address a little bit, but no, those have been fine. They're all they're ending at zero and they're behaving properly. But I've gone through all the switches on the scoring motor, all of the relays. Um, I've even checked on the switch stacks. Check the screws, make sure that they're tight. And I did find some, like especially on the scoring motor, that had loosened up considerably, and so that was causing sort of a variance in how they would perform. Um, and so I've tightened those up so that they're held more solidly, and also just checked to make sure that they were bent correctly so that they open when they need to open, they close when they need to close. Same thing with all the solenoids, and scrubbed all those contacts too, with not only just um, this little abrasive tool where you can get in there and scrub them, but also taking like a little like a postcard with some rubbing alcohol to try to get some of the carbon deposits or whatever that's on there, and just going to try to get them cleaned up. And as a result, there have been several things that have started to come alive on the game. Like I will occasionally get the ball that will kick over out of the trough over into the shooter lane. It wasn't doing that before. Um, the As far as scoring is concerned, once it gets you kind of get the game started and it should start scoring points. That is starting to work now. The way it will advance from having one, two, three, or four players, that's responding now. Um, when you drain a ball, occasionally um, it will act on it. I mean, it will act correctly on it. That it will advance the ball in play, or it will go if it's like a two-player game and you were on player one, it will then kick the ball over and advance to player two. That occasionally will work correctly. But some of the things that I just still cannot seem to get working is, for number one, to have that actually work consistently. Um, and a lot of times, like if you land the ball here in this silver bonus, it usually will not kick it back out, and it will get stuck in just a continuous loop of trying to, I guess, collect the bonus, and it never finishes collecting. So it should be a sign that there should be the part of that bonus unit when it gets done. When it's I guess back at its reset position. I think there's a switch there that either opens or closes. I can't remember, but that's another one that I've checked. Just can't seem to get it to work right. So I've spent a lot of time on this game, and we made a lot. Have made some improvements, but unfortunately, it's just not working correctly, and it's really time to probably get some fresh eyes on it. And it's a little humbling, because you spend a lot of time, you try to get it all right. You hate to return a game to a customer that's not working. Because it's just not cool for the customer. But this is one I'm basically not really going to charge anything for the time on it because it's not working right. So it's just not fair, not cool. So, but yeah, I think getting some fresh eyes on it is going to be a great idea. Just to get someone else to go look at this, and they may find some things right away that it was just like, oh, why did I not think of that? Why did I not figure that out? But what this will allow me to do is shift on to some other projects. As you know, I've mentioned in some other videos, I'm still slowly trying to um, work on this basement project that I've got going on. But I've also, as far as a couple other pinball projects, I have a getaway and a pinbot. And in the last video that I posted, I was asking for everybody's opinions. Hey, which one would you like to see? We've got a project on getaway where I'm going to put a mountain mod in, and then some of the spotlights that I had added a long time ago. They're kind of bulky, and what I want to do is basically based on a trick that I saw from the District 82 Pinball up in Wisconsin. They did basically take the same spotlights, but instead of having a little dome on it, they make it it's like smaller, it's less obtrusive in looking in the game, and I think it would make that look a little nicer. So I want to do that little trick between that and the mountain mod. I've already got a mountain printed, 3D printed for Getaway. Just I need to test fit it in, and then I got to get it painted up and then put it in, and that project will be done. And then I'm going to shift over to Pinbot. That was the one that a lot of folks said, yes, Pinbot, let's do that. So I'm going to do that, and it's going to be a pretty big project. So that one is certainly going to take some time, but that game plays. It's playing mostly fine. There's some things with it that we need to really address, and so I'm really hoping when we get done with that game plays really smooth and it's just a good one to have in the fleet. But anyways, that's kind of where we are on this and with what's going on here with Lebo's projects. But thank you guys for watching and for all the feedback and comments on this, and really hope that this game can get some more life, get some more what's the words, someone to look at this and figure it out and get this thing up and going. But for me, it's time for it to move on to the next stage. But thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. But before we go, why don't we go ahead and power the game up and just kind of show you its current state so you can see how it goes before it leaves. Turn the power on. Let's see what we got here. Just the state of the game as it ends here in Lebo's shop. Let's go ahead and start it up and see what happens. Okay, so we went out of game over mode and player one's up. And the ball did not kick over this time. Manually do it. Now let's just go ahead and shoot up here and see what happens. Now see, it already went to ball 2 for some reason. And now we'll drain it. And now it's gone to ball 3. It's just doing some crazy stuff. And that's where it will stay indefinitely. Oh, let's turn it off. All right, well, here, in fact, I'm going to do one more game. Start it over here again, and this time we're going to do maybe let's just make it a 3-player game. So we'll go 1, 2, and there's 3. So that's working correctly. And once again, it did not shoot the ball over. I'll manually throw it over. Sometimes it will. Okay. All right, so when it came down here, I mean, I heard it click, so it knows that it was there, but it did not this time advance the ball and play. And what's weird, get this ball over here, it'll probably go up here and hit a switch or something, and then it just acts weird. Then it'll start, like it'll advance the ball, or it'll go to like player 2 or something. See, it did not that time. So it's very inconsistent still. So the problem is there, and I just have not found it yet. Or at least the game, I have not seen it. That time it kicked it. That was good. But anyways, we'll drain it. And still nothing. All right, but it's time to go ahead and wrap this game up. And like I was saying just a moment ago, it's time for it to go back home and then hopefully go to have someone else take a look at it, I'm hoping. But thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you next time.